Hi, I'm Jessica Bevill, and you're tuned in to the next artist to watch. I have here with me a very special guest, one who I've come to know personally over the years, and not only is she a personal stylist, but she's also an artist. Can you introduce yourself for me?
I'm Jessica Bevill.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself, Jessica.
Well, I'm really just interested in art and fashion, just the way the two worlds collaborate.
Now, if you can tell me, where do you find your creativity?
I find my creativity mostly when I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of critical thinking and just, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of taking in my surroundings.
Right, okay.
When I'm alone, I work best when I'm just by myself and I'm able just to create without any of the outside world butting in.
Right, okay, I can definitely understand that. And is there any artist who you could say maybe inspired you, like maybe just helps you bring out some of that creativity? If so, how did they do that?
I'd say some of my favorites include Van Gogh,
Mm-hmm.
Cezanne, and I really like a lot of pieces by Salvador Dali.
Okay. What style or era of art would you say is your favorite?
The Impressionistic era.
The Impressionistic era. Is there anything about that era that just really resonates with you?
A lot of the pieces that maybe Van Gogh or Monet did during that time, I really like the way the images can look a particular way from afar,
Mm-hmm.
just like with Renoir paintings.
Okay.
And then, they change as you get closer. You really start to, as you get closer to a lot of those paintings, you really start to see the brush strokes and all of the work that was put into them. You can really start to kind of connect with that.
Right, I've definitely seen those, so I know exactly what you're talking about there. All right, now, was there any time that you may have had any doubts, or maybe that you were going through something and maybe your painting helped you out, or maybe it was something that kind of took you away from your art and you just got back to it? So how did you find your motivation during those times?
Well, definitely. I don't know if it's necessarily about finding your motivation. You kind of just have to wait sometimes for that inspiration to kind of come back around to you. So
Mm-hmm.
you look for inspiration. That's when it's good to go out by yourself, maybe go out to the park, relax. You don't want to be too stressed.
Mm-hmm.
When you're really stressed out, you're not going to get that creativity coming to you like it normally would if you're not stressed out. That's just a process in art, or I think anytime you're creating something that you're really passionate about, that's just a process you're going to go through.
Right.
I mean, you're your own worst critic. I've gone through times where I've thrown paintings away, or I've ripped things up because I hated the way it looked, and then I just have to go and start over. But it's all part of the creative process, though. That's always going to happen.
Okay, so there aren't any boundaries or anything like that that you say you would necessarily have to overcome. It's just really just part of the process.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how can we find you? Are you selling any of your pieces? If so, how can we find some of these pieces?
Right now, I'm just in the process of creating my own store. So hopefully that'll be up soon. I just want to get enough pieces
Mm-hmm.
to show before I actually start selling them online.
Okay. Now, do you have any blogs as far as your stylistic side of your business? Anything that that would just tell the audience so that way if they were to look for you, how they can find you?
I do. I do have a blog on Style Chameleon
Mm-hmm.
at blogspot.com. So you
Okay.
can find me there. And I'll be posting regular updates as soon as I start to open up the shop for my wall creations, if you will.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Jessica. You've been a wonderful guest, and I personally think that you have some amazing pieces, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more of you coming up in the future. So thank you for being here, and you've seen it here, right here on Next to Artist Up. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again.